What's up, everybody? Welcome back. All right, so kind of switching things up a little bit today for you guys. Just going to be doing some Brunswick Pro Bowling and all that good shit. Should be fun as always. Again, just kind of casual kickback, play some bowling and all that good shit. I got to say, for the first time in like probably a while, I got to say I'm actually in a good mood today. I know, kind of surprising, but yeah, I'm in a good mood today, so let's get this party started. I'll kind of explain why as we get going here, but everything seems to be jiving right now, you know, with my life and all that good shit. So, yeah. Anywho, let's switch the ball. Oh, there's a blast balls. Ooh! I didn't know I had multiple balls. What the fuck? Wow. Okay, I'm gonna play with this one. This looks interesting. All right. Cool shit. I didn't know that I had different balls. I like this. This is like a bomb or something. That's pretty cool. Totally fucked up there, but yeah, that's a fun bowling ball. All right. Oh, nice. It blew everything up. All right. Got like an automatic strike off of that? That was sick. Wow, alright. I like that bowling ball. That's pretty cool. Good shit, good shit. Alright. But yeah, anyway, so there are some AI players today as well. But that, my friends, I'm sure you just heard, was the sound of me opening up a soda. Yes, you heard me correctly, a soda. Now, why is that significant? Well, for any of you guys who have been watching my videos for the past like probably 2 months now, you guys will have known for about like 2 months straight I've been bitching about the fact that my dad hasn't been buying me any soda. You know, so I've been having to dip into my personal work stash. Because for those of you guys who don't know, like about 3 months ago now, I got a job as a package handler at like a shipping facility. So like basically I move around packages and shit, and you know, put packages into delivery trucks. That's basically what I do for a, I guess you'd call it living, but technically I'm still living at my dad's house, so you know. Anyway, so like when I'm doing my job and whatnot, because again, we start early in the fucking morning. Like the shifts usually start at 2 o'clock in the morning. So sometimes I'm a little bit tired, you know? So I have a personal stash of Monster energy drinks because, you know, that way if I'm feeling really tired on any given day, I can, you know, just hit up one of those energy drinks and then I'll be feeling a little bit better. You know, be feeling a little bit more awake. And then I also have a stash of Gatorade as well. Because, you know, when you're doing that much physical work and shit, you know, you get dehydrated pretty quickly. So I also have a personal stash of Gatorade. But I don't like to use those drinks, like, outside of work. Like, I set those aside. You know, I have those in my studio. But I don't like to use them for recording sessions. Because, as you guys know, during these recording sessions, especially when I'm doing, you know, commentary and whatnot, and just in general, for whatever reason, but especially when I'm doing commentary, my throat gets really dry pretty quickly. So I always like to have a drink, you know, handy so that way I can take some sips in between videos, or depending on what game I'm playing. Like when it comes to a game like this, I can drink the soda while playing the game, which is kind of nice. Especially since I put, you know, 3 AIs in there. I kind of did that on purpose, so, you know, to take a break in between bowling my own frames. But yeah, that's why I have like my own stash of drinks anyway in my studio, like I was talking about. You know, I save those mostly for work, you know, my job. I don't like to drink those or, you know, use those up during recording sessions because, you know, I have to pay for that shit out of my own pocket, so I'd like to, you know, save that shit for work. But I've been having to dip into my own personal stashes, especially when doing these like storyline based games that I've been working on. You know, my two playthrough projects that I've been working on, which right now are Dark Cloud and another game called Judgment. you know, when I'm doing that shit, obviously I gotta have, you know, a drink nearby to keep my, you know, throat fresh so I can, you know, do commentary properly for you guys and all that good shit. And, you know, it becomes a bit of a problem when I don't have, or it's kind of annoying for me to have to dip into my own, like, work stash, you know, of drinks. Because in the past, my dad's done a decent job of supplying me with soda and shit, but for whatever fucking reason, like the past, I don't know, the past, like, couple of, wow, that fucking sucked. Did not happen how I wanted it to at all. But anyway, the last couple of months, really ever since I started this new job, like, my dad has not bought any soda, like, at all. And it's irritating because, again, I have to keep dipping into my work stash of drinks, you know, including Monster and Gatorade, you know. And I've had to dip into that stash, and that's pissing me off because, you know, I have to pay for that shit myself, you know. And shit ain't always super cheap. I mean, the Gatorade's actually not bad. I get that shit pretty cheap. But the Monster, that's, you know, and I get it for a reasonable price, but it's not cheap necessarily. I usually get them in the 24 packs, and it's usually about like $35. I go through the Gatorade a lot faster than I go through the Monster, though, which is good because, again, the Monster is much more expensive. But, you know, sometimes I need an extra kick in the ass. But today, so, you know, I haven't had any soda to drink during these recording sessions, right? But today, after work, because there's a Target somewhat close to where I work, and for Christmas this year, because technically I still sort of work at the restaurant that I used to work at before I got this job. Like, I'll pick up shifts, like, very occasionally at the restaurant. You know, like, on average, maybe, like, once every couple of weeks or something, I'll pop in there and be like, hey, what up? You know, work a shift. Actually, that one shift I worked there, I picked up, like, $75 somehow, and I'm like, how the hell am I making this much? This is ridiculous. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take it, whatever. You know? So, I guess the owner, though, for the restaurant was giving us Christmas gifts, and the Christmas gift, I guess, was a $15 gift card to Target. So I figure, you know, I'd probably go to Target, pick up a couple cases of generic soda or whatever. So there were a couple things that kind of pissed me off, though, when I went to Target. Like, apparently they don't have any generic soda. They don't have any of that shit. You know, it's not like Walmart or, you know, Jewel or something like that where, like, they have fucking generic soda options that are cheaper. You know, it was all name brand shit, so I'm like, well, fuck. I probably won't be able to pick up as much soda. You know, so that kind of sucked. But, like, the price tags also, I noticed when I went to cash out, my total was like $20 and something. And, like, based on the price tags that were, like, on the shelves, like, it should not have been that much. And I'm like, this doesn't seem right. I didn't question it, obviously, because I'm not going to be that guy, but I'm like, the price for that seems a little bit high. But I ended up getting like a 12-pack of the A&W Zero Sugar root beer. I got the Zero Sugar one because it was less expensive. And then I got myself a 24 case of Dr. Pepper, which is actually what I'm drinking right now. So yes, I finally have soda, at least for a little while. So obviously I'm going to save these sodas for when I'm doing, like, you know, recording sessions and shit. That way I won't have to dip into my work stash. And it was mostly free. It only really cost me a few dollars, you know, because the $15 gift card defrayed most of the cost of that soda. So essentially for like $3.50, I got like 36 sodas. Which is not bad, you know? Like, fuck, dude, that's not bad. Yeah, I was kind of hoping I could pick up a little bit more than that, but again, apparently Target doesn't have any generic soda, which, again, is sort of bullshit, but whatever. I was still, you know, able to get a pretty good haul. Again, you know, 36 sodas. Should last me at least a little while, hopefully. You know, especially since I've been working on these storyline-based games and shit. I've also got a Splatfest coming up for Splatoon 3, so that should be fun as well. Should be sometime next week. Alright, even depending on how many recording sessions I do between now and then, which I'm not planning on doing very many, but should be sometime next week, or for you guys, maybe even just a couple of days. The next recording session you guys are probably going to see me do after this might actually be that recording session, my next recording session of that game, that storyline-based game I'm working on called Judgment. But yeah, that's why I'm in a little bit of a better mood today, is because I finally have fucking soda. Like, it's about fucking time, man. Like, shit. You know, like, don't get me wrong. I like Monster energy drinks and shit, but, like, sometimes you want just a little bit of caffeine. You don't want to get just completely blasted with caffeine, you know? And with something like Dr. Pepper, you know, you drink it, you get a little bit of a caffeine boost, you know, just enough to keep you awake, but not enough to just completely, like, trash your brain, you know? That's why I feel like soda's a good balance, you know? It's enough caffeine to keep your ass awake, but not enough to make you go crazy for a little bit and then crash hard, you know? Don't get me wrong, there's certainly a time and place for Monster energy drinks, beyond a doubt. They've helped me a lot with getting into this new sleep schedule. But, you know, sometimes you want just a soda with a little bit of caffeine so you get a little bit of a kick, you're good to go, but you don't get the crash. Because I've had that issue sometimes with these, like, with working on these storyline-based games where, like, I'll drink a Monster, like, towards the beginning of the recording session, and then partway through the recording session I start to crash, so then I have to drink another Monster, but I'm, like, crashing and then hopped up on Monster at the same time, and it's like, you know, it just doesn't always work well. You know? And I mean, don't get me wrong, I've had a lot of fun, obviously, you know, putting these recording sessions together for you guys, but again, I feel like soda's a little bit of a better balance, you know? You get a little bit of a better balance going with soda. So, yeah, it's good shit. So, yeah, that's part of the reason why I'm in a good mood today, but, yeah. Also, it's finally starting to warm up a little bit, like, I know it's going to be temporary, because at the time I'm recording this, to put things in perspective for you guys, because again, I pre-record all my videos like several months in advance before I upload them, so the actual date that I'm recording this on is December 29th, 2022, so it's not even 2023 yet by the time I'm, you know, recording this shit. But, like, we got, like, a string of warmer days coming up, which is really good, because we just got blasted with, like, some obnoxious fucking cold. So, it's really nice that we get some warmer days here. So, that's the other reason why I'm in such a good mood today. Alright, well, either way, guys, stay tuned for the next part of this game coming up next. I do have some more stuff to talk about and whatnot while we play some bowling and all that good shit, so yeah, stay tuned for that shit coming up next. Until then, peace out.